welcome to the Northern Counties East League podcast. I'm Richard Watts. I'm now joined by League General Manager Matt Jones.
Hello, welcome to the official podcast of the Macron Northern Counties East Football League. We've had the opening weekend of the 2025-26 season, and it brought with it big crowds and high expectations for the next 40 weeks or so in both divisions. There was plenty of excitement and a fair few surprise results in the first round of matches. It all began on Friday night in front of 435 spectators as Maltby Main hosted new side and near neighbours Doncaster City in Division 1. Ross Duggan scored the first goal of the new campaign as he tucked away a 41st minute penalty to give the home side the lead, before City levelled midway through the second period with a penalty of their own. Mason Barlow converted to restore parity, but only held for 6 minutes as Mohamed Ibrahim made sure the spoils went the Miners' way in a 2-1 victory. Saturday saw a full programme of Premier Division matches, with the two sides who came down from Step 4, Liversidge and Sheffield, meeting at the Claiborne ground. And it finished a point apiece as Benjamin Atkinson's early double for the host was matched by goals for Alexander Hardwick and Nathaniel Crofts in a 2-2 draw. Last season's Division 1 champions Horby Town started life in the Premier Division with a hard-fought goalless draw at Knaresborough Town, while the other promoted side, Wombwell Town, were edged out 1-0 at Thackley. Paul Walker with the 53rd minute decider for the Denny boys. All 6 victories in the division were tight, all won by a single goal, with Tadcaster Albion notching up a 3-2 home win over Beverley Town. Jack Normanton and Patrick Sykes were the scorers, the latter from the penalty spot, as Campion won 2-1 at Golker United, for whom Ryan Wadsworth had struck an equaliser also from the spot in a weekend that saw a fair few penalties. Brickley Athletics, surprise result of the day really, 2-1 home victories over Albion Sports. Luis Alfonso Ferreira and Thomas Algonahuru, I hope I've said that right, with their goals before a late consolation for the Lions through Nathan Cartman. Idris Atta's penalty ensured a winning start for Eccleshill as they won by a single goal at Bottisford, and it was the same scoreline for Penistone Church as Leon Hurls Brooks struck the 34th minute decider for them at home to Handsworth. Meanwhile, there were 2 draws in the division, a 1-1 draw for Barton Town at home to Rossington and also for Pickering Town at Parkgate. Division 1, there were 9 matches on Saturday, with Wakefield the biggest winners as they beat Glasshoughton Welfare 4-0. Rhys Thomas and Akil Francis struck towards the end of the first half, but they had to wait until the 86th minute to stretch their advantage as Ashley Flynn and then Tidiane Diallo secured the points. A Joseph Turner own goal, a Sam Clothier penalty and a late strike from Alex Burton earned Harrogate Railway Athletic a 3-0 home victory over Worcestershire Athletic. And Route 1 Rovers started life in the Northern Counties East League after their lateral move from the North West Counties with a 3-0 home win against fellow New Boys Leeds UFCA. Zach Khan hat-trick easing them to an opening weekend victory, first hat-trick of the season in the league. Crow Colts are another debutant in the competition. They began well with an impressive 1-0 win at Ilkley Town. Henry Cook finding the net in the 24th minute. Adam Morrison, Harry Charlotte and Alfie Charlotte were the scorers for Armthorpe in their 3-2 home victory over Brigg Town. The decider came in stoppage time in a topsy-turvy game that saw home keeper Ralphie Smethurst put into his own net for the away side's opener, and Reece Moody also netting for the Zebras to make it 2-2. Lewis Walker was the match winner for Athersley as they won by a single goal, while Selby Town overcame host Dernan District 3-1. There were varying fortunes for the two sides relegated from the Premier Division, as Winterton Rangers were 1-0 winners at Nostell, Charlie Bibby with the late decider, but Goole went down 2-0 at South Leeds, courtesy of second-half goals from William Law and Owen Schofield. The opening weekend ended with a Sunday afternoon game in Division 1 as Louth Town met Appleby Frodingham. This was part of a ground hop event that also included teams from the United Counties League. It proved to be a 5-goal thriller as the visitors drew back level after going 2-0 down in the first half, only for the host to take the points with the winner 13 minutes from time. Harvey Lidgard and Will Pennell gave Louth the advantage by the interval, but Joel Chapman scored and a penalty from Joshua Frywald made it 2-2. Harry Jacklin popped up to grab a winning start for the White Wolves in front of another impressive crowd of 384, which I believe is a record for Louth's new ground at Salt Fleetby. Over the past few seasons, Hallam have traditionally been the best supported side in the league, but they are no longer with us after promotion to the Northern Premier League. But crowds over the weekend were certainly impressive still, with just under 5,000 people attending our games over the 3 days. That's an average of 230 people per game. I think these are absolutely astonishing figures for Step 5-6 football. Biggest crowds of the weekend were the game at Maltby on the Friday night, 435, Golka with 409, Louth with 384, Thackley with 334, and Penistone Church with just one less than Thackley at 333. Of the 21 games played over the weekend, only one crowd failed to reach at least three figures. A big thank you to everybody for your support over that opening weekend. This weekend, we've got all 20 Premier Division sides taking part in the FA Cup Extra Preliminary round. Majority of the games on Saturday, with Campion travelling to Northwich Victoria on the Sunday for a rather strange 4 o'clock kickoff time. All 22 Division 1 sides are playing league fixtures this weekend. Wish good luck to them all.
Next up, NCEL Talk. I'll hand straight over to host Aaron Walton.
Hello and welcome to the NCEL Talk with me, Aaron, and my good friends. I've got Jordan tonight, I've got Si, and I've got Richard again. No Bob, we don't know where he is. Still on a fact-finding mission probably with 4G pitches. So let's straight into it because we've got lots to talk about. Let's take a look back at the opening games of the NCEL Premier Division and Division 1. Plus a look at the action midweek and a look at the FA Cup preliminary round, or extra preliminary round, as we should say. So, as Bob usually reminds me, it all started on Friday night because football night is Friday night. A healthy crowd gathered at the iconic Muglet Lane to see a lot of people's tip go up. New boys, Doncaster City. But it was Maltby who came out with out on top, wasn't it, with a Ross Duggan penalty and a Mo Ibrahim winner, cancelling out Mason Barlow's penalty for City. So, what did you make of that one, Si?
Well, we've a bit of a surprise, isn't it? I mean, first game of the season, you never know how everyone's going to fare. But from what we were saying last week, we were all sort of saying Doncaster City were going to be the main team, but people did say as well Maltby were going to be playoff contenders. So, yeah, I think we all thought it would go the other way, but maybe home advantage counted for something there.
Definitely. And what did we say about Ross Duggan? He always gets on the score sheet, and he certainly did. So that was a Friday night's game. On to Saturday, and it surprised me to see how many goals were scored in the last couple of minutes. I don't know if you guys saw that. Campion, Tadcaster, Armthorpe, Selby, Harrogate Railway, all scored within the last couple of minutes, didn't they? So that's the way it went at the weekend. So what we're going to do is we're going to keep the thing going. We'll start with Division 1 then. Now, Adam Gittins said last week Armthorpe have recruited well, and they beat another favourite, didn't they, Brigtown? On paper, it seemed a tight affair, 3-2, with Alfie Charlottes, as we've said before, aforesaid 90th minute winner again, Si. Two favourites there battling it out.
Yeah, I would have again. I'd have probably put Brigg to win that one. That's one of the surprises for me. But yeah, that recruitment for Armthorpe's worked well, hasn't it?
Certainly has. Certainly
Good start
has.
for them.
Yeah, Athersley lost to Clubthorne Colliery 1-0. Now, Durnan District, we've just off air we were chatting, weren't we? They would have been disappointed with the 3-1 loss at home to Selby, weren't they? However, I think Selby always seem to be reasonably strong, start pretty well. Again, as I said, Durnan District a little bit disappointed, but it's a long way to go. Yeah, it's only the first week. It's a long way to go. Wakey, put 4 glass out and side.
Yeah, a solid win. I think most of the fans would agree that the scoreline flattered us a bit. 2 goals late in the game, which made it look better than it was. But I think a lot of our performance was quite similar, maybe in a way, to some of these surprise results, as we were just saying off air beforehand, and some of the games we'll come to. A lot of teams rebuilding over the summer, as we've done as well, and that takes a while then for some players to gel. And that would give us, I mean, it looks like a good performance. Obviously, winning 4-0, you're happy to get a clean sheet and a win. but we know we can play better than that. And they're probably the same for a number of other teams in the division on the day as well.
But 3 points to you. That's the main thing. Was it 4 different scorers again?
Yeah, and good to get Akil Francis and Ash Flynn off the mark early as well.
Yeah.
Both returning to the club after some time away at other clubs and what have you. So good to see them off the mark already.
Brilliant. So that's Wakefield up and running. Harrogate Railway beat Worsborough 4-0. Good start for the Rail, that. Crowell Colts got the campaign off to a terrific away win. Much fancied Ilkley Town, didn't they? Again, you were chatting about that. It was Henry Cook scoring the early for the Colts there. Ex-Spartan Town player, very good player is Henry. You can kick him all day and he'll still get up and score you a goal. So good start for Crowell Colts. Winterton left it late. Robbie Stark's boys beating Nostell away 1-0. Charlie Bibby, 82nd goal. Route 1 Rovers, they beat Leeds University 3-0. Now here's the man who's on fire. He's taken over from Josh Batty. It's Zach Khan, isn't he? He's got 2 hat-tricks already. We'll come on to the cup game in midweek later on, but he scored a hat-trick on Saturday again, and then we look at South Leeds. They got off to a terrific start, didn't they? And I've forgotten who they played.
Another team that we were saying were going to be contenders, but I think South Leeds dark horses as well. So
yeah,
maybe not as much of a surprise as we would have first thought.
Yeah, I mean, any team managed or coached by Craig Ogilvie they'll be well drilled and slick. And to beat the fancied, that's why he hasn't come on, because to beat Gould, that's why Bob's not here.
Apparently, he's trying to get on. To be fair, he has said
Is he trying to get on?
Doing this. Yeah, he's struggling to get on. So,
oh well, we'll not have a go at him. He's probably forgot how to get on. But yeah, the much fancied Vikings went down 2-0. Right, so Jordan, you've been chomping at the bit. We'll go on to the Premiership. How did you find it? Your first game in the Premiership, then, Jordan?
Well, it's nice to come on this after going through all the Division 1 ties and then coming to me rather than coming to me straight away, which is obviously a good sign. I wasn't actually at the game; I was at a wedding, so it's not a good start. Missing first game of the season.
But your own, was it?
No, it wasn't. I'd have probably missed that one for Aubrey, to be fair. Looking at all the fixtures, we were only 0-0 across both divisions, so it must have been a tight affair. We've been pretty good defensively last season, 16 clean sheets and best defensive record in Division 1, and that's carried over into the start of this year. I don't think there was too much to talk about in terms of big chances. I think we found it a bit more physical than what we have done in Division 1. But the boys held their own. And I know you mentioned last week that Nares was always a tough place to go. So to get off the board early doors, even though it is a point, we'll take that and we'll go into the FA Cup on Saturday.
Definitely. You've got to be chuffed with anything at Knaresborough because you won't find many more physical. And I'm not saying dirty teams, by no means they're not. They're very physical. They're not a dirty team, Knaresborough, but they're just physical. And the crowd, although they don't get many there, they're very vociferous and they do get the referees back. So to get anything from Knaresborough is a well-earned point. So well done. So that's Horbury off and running. Now, as I say, we'll carry on with the rest. Barton Town, I'm like you, mate. I wasn't there either. Unfortunately, I was at work. So, but I was getting little snippets from other people. They drew 1-1 with Rossington. Rossington have been heavily fancied this season. Paul Sherman opened up for Rossington. Then Fraser Papperell got equaliser for the Swans. Now, Richard, you were there, weren't you?
Yeah, it was quite a good game. Yeah, I thought Barton shaded the first half, and probably even in the second half. Good. Barton caused a few problems at set pieces, and real powerful header from Fraser Papperell.
Yeah.
And then late in the game, Barton had what was an absolute stonewall penalty not given. They may not have converted it, but they weren't even given it.
Yeah.
It was absolute stonewall trip in. I couldn't see from my end whether it was in the area or not, but when you see it on the camera, it was well in the area. But it wasn't given as a free kick anyway. But
I've seen the footage.
Game.
Yeah, good game. I've seen the footage. I think the words you've used there, cast and iron, were the two words I would have used as well. And the referee would love to have Lee on actually, but he's not. He's only on once a month. Lee, our refereeing man. I wonder what he would have said to that, because it really did look cast iron. But like you say, Richard, they've got to put them away, and we know what Barton's record is for penalties.
Yeah.
So a good start then, Richard.
Good to see Charlie Dixon back in goal. Makes a huge difference. Looked really solid.
Yeah.
A lad in midfield from Ossett, Haywood, who's from Jamaica. He looks a pretty good player.
Yeah. Oh, good. So good start. So
notice you've got Lewis Stevens there as well now, haven't you?
Yes, we have. Yeah. Did he play?
Get pushed off the ball quite easly.
Did he? You maybe need to give him a bit of porridge then, Richard. What do you reckon?
I was surprised. I expected him to be pretty strong.
Oh well, that's to bolster him up a bit. Give him a few more jelly babies and things such as that. But yeah, good start for Barton, because I think I've been talking to people and they all, and this is not me and it's not Richard, but a lot of people fancy Barton Town to go down. How dare they? How very dare they? So good start for Barton. Buttersford, they lost 1-0 to Eccleshill, and we was all saying Eccleshill might struggle because they've lost a lot of players, haven't they? But a great away win for the Eagles there at Buttersford. Not many people spoke about Frickley doing things this season. However, what a super result for the against much fancied opposition in the Lions of Albion Sport. So 2-1 to Frickley. Well done, Frickley. Good start for them. Two teams who will be looking for a promotion in Golker and Campion played each other in front of a super crowd, 409. That's good. But Golker always are well supported, aren't they, guys? So, with a thrilling end-to-end game, Golker conceded a penalty in the last minute and Pat Sykes converting it 2-1. So, good game that. We've gone over Horbury. We've already done them. So in week one, the standout game was between the two very much fancied teams to go straight back up, as we were talking last week. Liversedge, a notoriously hard place to go and get a result, drew 2-2 with Sheffield FC. Now, you've been a few times with me, Richard, to Liversedge. It is a tough place, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Claiborne Park.
They're a good side, aren't they? I think that's
always been a good team. Not really knowing too much about Sheffield, but they should be strong. But Liversedge have always been strong in our league. So, to be honest,
I mean, Sheffield finished last season quite well, didn't they? Really?
Yeah. Is it Billy Powell who's in charge of them? And did he take over sort of midway through? I'm not sure. So, and Parkgate started their campaign with a good draw with a team we've lauded over, Pickering Town. So, I think Scott Mason, the manager at Parkgate, will be happy to get off the mark. As again, he's lost a few of his talented youngsters. But the standout results, I think we all agree, for Tadcaster beating another favourite for the top, Beverley Town 3-2, last minute goal, wasn't it? So, again, what did you make to that of that then, chaps? Richard, what did you think to that?
Yeah, surprise really, but they do play good football, don't they, Tadcaster?
Yeah.
But, I thought Beverley would have got something from that, but no, fair play.
Yeah. Have you seen Jordan? Have you seen any of the Premier teams in pre-season?
We played Beverley in pre-season. They came over here and they beat us 3-1, I think it was. I think their fourth pre-season game at the time, and it was our first, and I think that showed towards the back end.
Yeah, so it's not a really sort of even. It's not a true reflection, and I mean pre-season's never a true reflection, is it? But what did you think to them?
Yeah, it was good. We've obviously known them for a couple of years because they came into the counties at the same time as us, and we have a bit of a good relationship with them. They come to us one year, we go to them. So we play them most pre-seasons, and obviously played them a few times in the league. So yeah, I think they'll do pretty well again, even though they've got big on their opening day. Yeah,
they're good set of fans, good setup altogether, isn't it? They're real friendly, get a good crowd. So yeah, everything about Beverley's positive. So that's that's all the league matches done. League Cup action on Tuesday and Wednesday this week. I'll give it its full title, the JCP Construction in Memory of James Hitchcock League Cup. That's a mouthful. To give its correct and official title. Well, it's usually the Division 1 teams who come in at this level, don't they? So, who did we? Armthorpe lost 3-2 to Nostell, and I hear grumblings on the grapevine that the officiating wasn't very good. So, we'll wait and see what that was like. But Nostell go through. A real goal fest at Shearing Park. Athersley lost out to Maltby 5-4. I bet you got your money's worth there. 9 goals. Very good. Kroll Colts beat South Leeds 3-2. So I saw the footage of that. Look some strange goals there, but it'll be a tough place to go, Kroll. I don't think you've been, Richard, have you?
No, never been there.
No, I've only seen one pre-season game there. Have you been, guys? Jordan, Si?
No.
No.
Oh, you will be going, Si.
Yeah, it will be.
it's a nice little ground, friendly little club. They go down. I think they'll be surprising a few teams this season. So well done to Kroll. Durnan District again. They lost narrowly to lose to Selby again.
Yeah, Selby again. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, they'll be sick of seeing Selby, won't they? So they're out the cup to Selby. Gould drew with Glassoutton, but won 2-1 on penalties. Harrogate drew with Wakefield, and was it 5-4 to Harrogate on penalties? Si, you didn't go, did you?
Yeah. No, I didn't go to that one. No.
No.
But yeah, 1-1 and then 5-4 on penalties.
Yeah. Concentrate on the league. That's the main thing. So, and Ilkley beat Appleby Frodingham 3-1. So that was Tuesday night. Wednesday night saw another 4 fixtures with Doncaster City putting 2 past Louth Town. Route 1 Rovers late show against Brigg 4-1. It was 1-1 until the 88th minute. Then 3 late goals for Route 1 with Zach Khan getting, as we've intimated earlier, getting another hat-trick. That's 2-2 for the lad. So they look to be hitting the ground running, don't they? Route 1 Rovers. They share the ground with Albion Sport. So that's good for Route 1 Rovers. They're starting the season well. I was at West Street to see Winterton beat Club Thorn Colliery 4-2, with Rangers goals coming all in the first half. They played some nice football in that first half. Club Thorn Colliery opened with what I call a soft penalty, and then Winterton hit them 4 on the bounce. Quite a few changes for Club Thorn in the second half, and they scored sort of midway through the second half and looked a little bit more stable, but the game had gone, so Winterton are through. So that's all the games covered. Now, what I want to chat about, guys, is other news. Now, 2 things that we're looking at. Eccleshill have got new owners, haven't they? Have you heard about that?
Keithley,
I saw that a couple of days ago, yeah.
Yeah, Keithley. Obviously, gone to Keithley Cougars to play football at the Keithley Cougars Stadium. But the guys who own the Cougars have bought Eccleshill United as well. So it was the guys, the bosses, Ryan O'Neill and Cave Garcia acquired the club, and they say it's a bold and exciting expansion of their community sporting ambition in the town. So I'm just wondering if they're going to
Name changing coming.
Yeah, change names and things like that.
You'd probably expect so, wouldn't you? It's a bit of a rebranding probably on the cards there, I reckon.
Yeah, if they've bought it, I mean, it's up to them what they want to do with it. But in some ways, I hope they don't rebrand it, because Eccleshill, 1948, 70 odd years of history there. You know, are they going to still be a club at a junior level, or are we just going to see the end of Eccleshill but rebranded as Keithley? So I don't know.
Interesting to see the attendances they get there at Keithley.
Yeah, because they've not got a football team, have they? Or have they? I don't know. What's the nearest one? Silsden?
Yeah, it's just down the road, isn't it? Yeah.
Steepness as well.
Yeah, Ilkley, not too far away.
Yeah, Ilkley, yeah. So we'll just have to see what they come up with. So that's Eccleshill. I hope all the best for them. I missed a tie out. I see, I haven't got Bob with me.
You missed two.
Missed two. I did. Yeah, I've just seen them. Can you tell me which ones I've missed?
You've missed Fackley versus Woolwell in Premier, and you've missed Louth against Appleby Fronningham on the Sunday.
Well done, well done. You could have my job.
Bob will be impressed with me.
Yeah, I would want to. Yeah, but I also missed Wasborough and Leeds in the cup as well, didn't I?
Oh, you missed three of them.
Yeah, three. It's getting worse with Leeds going through on penalties. Leeds University going through on penalties. So anyway, between us, we've mocked that up. Just shows we're a real professional. Now, in other news, Barton Town's chairman, Aaron Chapman, has stepped down. That must be the shortest tenure of a chairman going. Don't you think, Richard?
Yeah, I think so. It's not been very long. Just about the same length of time Brian Clough was in as manager of Leeds, isn't it? Just about.
Right. Was it 46 days, son?
44, I think.
44.
Brian Clough.
So, but I think he's stating work commitments and not being able to give the role time it demands. I mean, he's got a young family. I think he's recently changed jobs. So I think he's obviously not realised how much commitment it takes. I mean,
It's a big task, isn't it, being chairman?
It is, isn't it? And I mean, he's got some big shoes to fill, hasn't he, with Mark Gregory?
Yeah.
I mean, Mark was a workaholic. He was always down there, heart and soul into it. So it's difficult to give it the time, I think, to be honest. But I think what they're going to do is they're just going to just not rush into it and just see if they can find anybody. What could they promote from within, I wonder? Could there be a female chairperson? As I've stated before, they've got some knowledgeable, business-minded and talented people at the club. Bear in mind, I'm not one of them. So could they promote from within? Who knows? Who knows? So that's my other little bit of news. My last bit of news before we get on to the cup games and the league games. Barton Town we've had a bit of a touch, haven't we, Richard? They've changed the match, messed your plans up, hasn't it?
It has, but it's nice not to have that 5-hour round trip.
Isn't it just? Yeah. So Barton Town, for everybody who's listening, we're playing Loughborough students at Loughborough. Now, they had a little bit of a mishap with some kind of drainage or heating system, and it's blown a hole in the pitch, because I think it's a 4G pitch. So they've had to change it to Barton Town. So that's made it a little bit better for us. We don't have to travel. So that's not so bad. So that was all the news. So a new era for Jordan's team. Is it the first time, Jordan, that you guys are playing in the FA Cup?
It is, yeah.
The Emirates FA Cup. And you've drawn Woolwell, which, again, we were talking before, weren't there? Now, there's something that's attracting a lot of attention to this, isn't there?
Yeah, I'm led to believe from sources on Twitter that it's probably one of the rarest FA Cup fixtures you can get, where there's two teams that have been promoted out of the same league playing in the FA Cup for the first time, and they've drawn each other. So you've had a bit of exposure on social media, so hopefully that brings a few more grasshoppers down. Sorry, groundhoppers, not grasshoppers. So I don't want grasshoppers, do we?
They sound better, don't they?
They do, yeah. Groundhoppers. Grasshoppers won't pay £6 to get in, so we need that as well. So yeah, it should be good. Hopefully a bigger crowd. In one sense, it's good that we've got a local tie, just in case we get a replay and we don't have to go up in the north, as some teams may have to do on the following Tuesday. But it would have been nice to maybe get an away day somewhere new. But we can't complain. Yeah, first time in the FA Cup, and we're really looking forward to it.
That's good, that. I mean, there's nothing better, and Richard will back me up on this. There's nothing better than an away day to a team you've not been to, slightly out the area, maybe a trip to Manchester. Or where did we go last year, Richard? We went to
Northampton Chenix, wasn't it, last year?
Northampton, old Northamptonian Chenix, wasn't it?
Yeah,
and they were playing at Wellingborough, weren't they?
Yeah. It was a good trip away.
And it was even nicer because we won.
Yeah.
So, but just what Jordan was saying there, I wonder what happens if Barton Town draw. because
You
can't
only
go to
play Barton because you're actually the home time. You're the home team. Then you're
that's
still
it.
the away
Well,
team. You're just
yeah,
playing at your ground.
yeah. Oh right. Oh, that sorted
That's
that
to the
out.
best of my knowledge. That's not.
Hmm.
That's just the logic I'm applying to it anyway. I think that's the
Yeah,
case.
yeah, definitely. Also, we've got maybe 2 home games.
I
But
think if they've got a hole in the pitch on Saturday, I don't think it's going to be fixed for Tuesday. So they might not have a choice even if they want us to swap it.
I think that all's there for a while. So, well, that's Barton Town. They play Loughborough Students down at the Easy Buy. Birtley Town up in the northeast play Beverley Town. That should be a good game. Brighouse Town play Frickley. I think Frickley might fancy themselves there. Golker play Ramsbottom United. Handsworth play Silsden. As we just said, Horbury play Wombwell. Earlham play Thackley. Knaresborough play Bridlington. Now there's a good tie. Liversidge play Withenshaw. Parkgate play Eccles Hill. And Peddiston play Padiham. Rossington play Malton. I'm not sure where Malton is. Is that Northamptonshire? Malton?
Malden.
Malden. Oh, it's
It's Molten, I think. I don't know how you pronounce it.
yeah.
It's not the Molten that we have
Northampton.
in Yorkshire.
No, it's not, is it?
No.
It's Northampton, yeah.
Yeah,
Good
that's
call.
the only other Malton I know because they've got a college down there just outside Northampton. Geographical genius, not right. Sheffield play Albion, so that's all NCEL tie, and Thornaby play Tadcaster. So that's the draw for the extra preliminary round of the Emirates FA Cup. So we wish all the teams in the NCEL well and hope they get through. And then for Si, you've got your Division 1 games, haven't you? Now, where are you on Saturday, Si? You're playing Harrogate.
Harrogate again, yeah. So it's like we were saying before that, Dern played Selby twice back to back. We've got Harrogate back to back, but this time we're at home.
Yeah.
So maybe we'll try and avenge the penalty defeat on Tuesday with that one, hopefully.
Yeah, it should be a good game, that, because Harrogate are I've always liked watching Harrogate. They're always a decent team, always a decent setup. You've got Appleby Frodingham playing Route 1 Rovers. Let's see if Zach Khan can get his 3rd hat-trick. I would, if I was a betting man, I might have a little bet on that. But Crow Colts play South Leeds. Doncaster City play Brig. Gull play Nostell. Leeds University Glasshoughton. Maltby Ilkley. Selby Louth. And Wakefield, as we've said, play Harrogate. And it's busy again in the midweek, isn't it? Full list of fixtures for the Prem. But as Jordan's intimated, all depending on FA Cups. We've got the Bradfordian derby on Tuesday. Albion versus Campion. Beverley Town play Penistone. Frickley play Knaresborough. Horbury play Barton Town. Pickering play Golker. Rossington play Thackley. Sheffield play Parkgate, that's a local derby, and Wombwell play Bottisford. Division 1, Athersley play Goole, Dernan District play Wakefield. Oh,
Playoff semi-final,
yeah,
sort of rematch, right, isn't it? Yeah,
that'll be a good game. It looks like it's the right time to play Dernan District at the moment, but
that makes it the wrong time, though, doesn't it?
it does. Yeah, it
You
does.
don't want to play a team that's lost 2 games to start the season. You don't.
I think the
they're
term
going to be fighting back.
Exactly, red rag to a bull. I think that's the term we'd use. Glasshoughton play Appleby Frodingham, Harrogate Railway Leeds University, and Louth and Wasborough. Wednesday in the Prem, Eccles Hill play Tadcaster, Handsworth play Liversidge, and in Division 1, Brig play Clubthorne Colliery, Doncaster City and Ilkley, Route 1 Rovers and Maltby, South Leeds, and I can't read my own writing.
Selby.
Is it? Yeah, I couldn't read my own writing there, thank you. Winton Rangers and Armthorpe. So a couple of games there for me to maybe go to. I don't know which ones. Now, hopefully, Horbury are going to beat Wombwell. Horbury are going to beat Wombwell. Barton Town are going to beat Loughborough. And we're going to see, hopefully, we're going to see Jordan on Tuesday night for a Horbury versus Barton Town. So it'll be our first visit to Horbury. So it'd be good to see you in person.
I'll look after you.
Oh, no doubt you will. I've no doubt you will. So it'll be good to see you on Tuesday night. Now, have we got any other business, guys? Is anything cropped up that you want to talk about, or you've seen in the games, or
You missed a few
something?
more fixtures.
Have I?
Yeah.
Now, in my defence, I was rushing it. I was at work, so
It's all right. There is a lot of games going on, so we'll let you
yeah.
go.
So, can you tell me what they are? Because I haven't got them written down.
So on Friday, is the first FA Cup tie between Pickering and Penrith.
Do you know what? I've got that written at the top of here. Oh, how have I missed that?
That'll be a good game, that.
Yeah.
I think I saw another fact for you there. The first goal scorer in that game will be the first person to score the earliest goal in the FA Cup history, with it being
Right.
on the Friday night.
Yeah. So
that's a good one.
So will that be the first of August? Won't it? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So 1st of August. Wow. So that'll be in the history books for that
And
one.
then you missed Wellsborough Bridge against Durham District that night as well, which is a local game, so that should be a bit feisty.
Have I got Wellsborough Bridge? And yeah, I've missed that one. I missed that one definitely. I haven't put that down. Somebody must have been shouting for me while I was supposed to be working. So that should be a good game.
Sunday, you've also got Northwich Victoria against Campion. Northwich, they used to be in like National League, didn't they?
A long time ago, yeah.
Good. Yeah.
It's not. Is it a long time ago? It doesn't seem that long ago to me, but that's just my age, isn't it?
Well, I don't know. Richard's travelled to a lot of these grounds. Have you been to Northwich Victoria, Richard?
No, I think they went bust the season before. He was due to have a trip there, I think.
Yeah, because
they've had at least one reincarnation, haven't they?
Yeah, and I know. Yeah, that'd be a good game. That so Campion and Northwich Victoria, but most of the teams are they're sort of our level, aren't they? In our league and the league above, aren't they? So it should be quite even. So that's not too bad for that. Any other business have we got, gentlemen?
I've just been scanning through results, and one thing I did notice that Addersley's 4 goals against Maltby Main were all scored by Nathan Perks.
Nathan Perks, yeah. So he's I think it's going to be quite a race in that in Division 1 for goal scorers, isn't it? So Nathan Perks has got 4. Zach Khan's got 6 already. I don't know how many Josh Batty got last year. He got quite a few, didn't he? For Brig.
He did, yeah. And a couple of players I noticed with new clubs. I noticed that Slater Barnes is at Knaresborough, and that striker from Ripley, Cheetah, is at Eccles Hill.
Oh, right. So they all move about. It's difficult to keep check of them, isn't it? Who's moved where and what have you. Now, Horbury, we didn't chat to you last week because you were away. Have you had many players come in and go out?
We've signed 6. We've lost only 2, so we've got quite a lot of the squad from last year. We've signed a young winger from Yorkshire Amateurs, who's looked very good in pre-season. There's a couple of faces that we've had back in when we were in the West Yorkshire days. There's 2 of those that have come back. If you can class a guy that went to Australia in January is coming back to us, if you can class it as a signing. And then a guy called George Whitaker, who played at Shelley when they were in the Northwest, and he's been a breath of fresh air, to be honest. He's been absolutely outstanding in pre-season, so all the signings are fitting him well.
That's good. So
We still got that striker who got injured at the end of last season.
Jibril Bojan, yeah. He should be back within the next 3 to 4 weeks, I think. So you're fortunate that you don't have to play him on Tuesday.
Somebody else
there was 2
it.
Bojans as well, wasn't there? There's the other one still with you.
Yeah, Abdu. He's I think he's got a meniscus injury. He picked it up at 8-a-side during pre-season, which is not good because people want to try to keep the fitness, don't they?
Yeah.
But when you're playing in like 5-a-side games and people just want to smash you into the wall, when they don't know like what level of football you're playing at. You sometimes
Yeah.
get those injuries, so we've been a bit unfortunate with that.
Yeah, so well, I hope the speedy recovery from both. Was there any injuries on Saturday, Richard, at Barton?
Not that I noticed.
So, well, you missed that penalty. So you might not have seen anybody come off as well.
Yeah.
So, but
Yeah, a
there
bit of
was
a Chris Kamara.
It was, wasn't it? Yeah. We usually do that when we're commentating together, but so it's as I say, it's all so difficult, isn't it, to see how teams are going in this first couple of weeks, really. I know the games are going to come thick and fast, aren't they? So, when do you think, guys, is a sort of good time to look at, how teams are doing? By Christmas or earlier than that, do you think?
Yeah, I think you usually get an idea between sort of 6 to 10 weeks. Once you start looking at the table, you can see who's got a bit of form then.
That's it for this edition. If you've got any news for the podcast or you'd like to appear on the podcast, please email ncelpodcast@gmail.com. Thanks for listening.